Hello, my name is Martin. I'm a linguist and a translator. Welcome to my language channel. This is the first in a series of videos about English punctuation. In this video, I will offer a brief introduction to punctuation, and then we will take a look at the use of capital letters and discuss end marks, periods or full stop in British English, question marks, and exclamation points. Originally, the ancient languages that developed the writing systems wrote words without thought to punctuation. Their vocabularies were limited, and the separation between individual words was understood by the context. Like so many aspects of our modern life that we take for granted, punctuation is one of those things without which people managed for thousands of years. Here are a couple of classic phrases that I found on the internet to explain the way punctuation can help in confusing situations. First example, a woman without her man is nothing. Or, a woman, without her, man is nothing. Second example, let's eat grandpa. Or, let's eat, grandpa. Here is another example taken from the internet. This is a check-in screen for a medical facility. Obviously, unable to eat and diarrhea are two separate patient complaints, but the lack of punctuation makes for an amusing choice of symptoms. Because English does not have a special language academy like other languages, there is no single authority on grammar and punctuation. Instead, English-speaking countries rely on style guides, such as the Chicago Manual of Style in the United States or the Oxford English Dictionary in the United Kingdom. Furthermore, there are differences between American and British usage, and the variance based on the one or the other. In this video, we will review the most common English punctuation marks and explain the differences where they exist. So let's start with capital letters, also referred to as uppercase letters. A universally accepted rule of English punctuation is that the first word of a sentence is capitalized. Here is a list of the other uses of capital letters. Names and proper nouns, cities, countries, companies, religions, political parties. Examples, Martin, Los Angeles, France, Canadian Allied Petroleum, Buddhism, and the Green Party. Family relationships when used as proper nouns. Example, last night mother was ill. Titles that appear before names, but not after names. Example, President Ho of the community college, but Lee Ho is the president of the community college. Here, president is not capitalized. The pronoun I. Example, I will be ready at 8. A title or an abbreviation of a title when it comes before a person's name, such as Mr., Mrs., Ms., Doctor. Examples, Mr. Belvedere, Mrs. Allende, Ms. Faulkner, Dr. Brown, Reverend George Faulkner. Names and abbreviations of academic degrees that follow a person's name. Example, Ryan F. Brown, MD. Capitalized junior and senior. Examples, Ryan F. Brown, Jr., Ryan F. Brown, Sr. North, south, east, and west when used as sections of the country, but not as compass directions. Example, the war pitted the North against the South, but we had to travel north to move to the west. Days, months, and holidays, but not seasons. Example, Monday, March, Memorial Day, but winter, summer, spring, fall. Most words in titles. Example, To Kill a Mockingbird is a novel and a film. Cities, countries, nationalities, and languages. Example, French, Spanish, German. Time periods and events, but not centuries. Example, the Middle Ages, the Great Depression, but the 20th century. Trademarks. Example, Coca-Cola, Adidas, Kleenex. Now let's discuss end marks. English uses the following punctuation marks to end a sentence. Period, called a full stop in British English. Example, the library is open every day except Sunday, period. Question mark. Example, at what time does the library open? Question mark. And exclamation point. Example, the new novel was already taken! Exclamation point. First, let's talk about the period or full stop as it is called in British English. A period is placed at the end of a complete sentence. A period is also used after abbreviated words and groups of words. Examples, United States of America, USA. United Nations, UN. European Union, EU. Company, CO. Incorporated, INC, period. Limited, LTD, period. It is also acceptable and more common to omit the periods in abbreviations and acronyms that are written in capital letters. Examples, Organization of American States, OAS. United States of America, the USA. United Nations, the UN. European Union, the EU. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. In American English, a period is placed after abbreviations of titles, Dr., Mr., Mrs., Ms., John Smith Jr., John Smith Sr., etc. In British English, the period or full stop is omitted, Dr., Mr., Mrs., Ms., Jr., Sr. A period is placed after abbreviations of Latin terms, etc., meaning and so forth, id est, or i.e., meaning that is, exempli gratia, or e.g., meaning for example, antemeridium a.m. before noon, postmeridium p.m. afternoon, anno domini A.D. in the year of our Lord, or after Christ. It is now acceptable to write abbreviations of time in uppercase letters without periods. A.M., P.M., A.D., B.C., C.E., B.C.E. If a sentence ends with an abbreviation followed by a period, an additional period is not required. Examples, I wake up every morning at 6 a.m. Now we'll look at question marks and exclamation points. A question mark is placed at the end of a question. Where is the library? Question mark. Why? Question mark. Why not? Question mark. An exclamation point is placed at the end of a sentence or a single word to express surprise or emphasis. Are you coming with me? Question mark. Definitely! Exclamation point. The new library building is absolutely beautiful! Exclamation point. Both question marks and exclamation points are sometimes repeated for extra emphasis. Why not? Absolutely! Too many exclamation points or repeated question marks will lose their effectiveness, however. Now let's review what we have learned about the use of capital letters and end marks in English. Capital letters are used at the beginning of a sentence for proper nouns, titles, the pronoun I, north, south, east, and west when used as sections of the country, days of the week, months, and holidays, names of cities, countries, nationalities, and languages, time periods and events, and trademarks. Periods or full stops in British English are used to mark the end of a sentence and after abbreviations. Question marks are used to indicate a question. Exclamation points are used to express surprise or emphasis. So that wraps it up for today's video on capitalization and end marks in English. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like this video and click on the subscribe button for more like this one. Thank you so much for watching.